You believe slavery is over, that it was buried in history books. But you're wrong. Slavery didn't vanish. It evolved. The chains are no longer on your wrists. They're wrapped around your thoughts. You wake up, rush to work, sell your time for just enough to survive. You pay to eat. You pay to sleep. You pay to live on the planet you were born on. They call this freedom, but look around. Everyone's tired, anxious, distracted, stuck. The new slavery doesn't need violence. It needs routine. You don't need a master when the system owns your time, when the fear of being left behind keeps you running in place. You were born with potential, but instead, you were taught obedience. As a child, you learned to sit still, to memorize, to raise your hand before speaking. As an adult, you learned to keep quiet, to accept, to keep scrolling. They told you what to want, what to fear, who to love, who to hate, and you obeyed, not because you're weak, but because they made obedience look like safety. But tell me this, if you're truly free, why does your life feel like a loop? Wake, work, scroll, sleep, repeat. Modern slavery is powered by debt, distraction, and dopamine. They give you apps instead of chains, notifications instead of purpose, comfort instead of clarity. You think you're making choices, but every click is guided, every ad is a suggestion, every preference was planted. The algorithm is your new overseer, and what's worse, you smile while it enslaves you. You work harder for pixels on a screen than for your own soul. You fear missing a deadline, but not missing your life. You chase more likes while losing your identity. This isn't freedom, it's control, dressed as convenience. But here's the good news. The moment you see the cage, you can begin to escape it. You won't need violence. You'll need awareness. Because the system doesn't fear weapons. It fears minds that can't be programmed. It fears the person who asks, why? Why am I exhausted all the time? Why do I feel empty when I'm supposed to be successful? Why do I follow rules that no longer make sense? Ask enough of those questions, and you begin to wake up, not to fight, but to remember. To remember that you are not a number, not a product, not a cog. You are awareness. You are choice. You are fire. They told you that you're broken, that you need fixing, that you must compete, conform, consume. But the truth is, you are whole. You always were. You just forgot. Now it's time to remember. Not through anger, but through clarity. Not through rebellion, but through realization. You don't have to burn the system. You just have to stop feeding it. Every conscious act is a crack in the machine. Every awakened soul is a glitch in the matrix. They built a prison of comfort. But now the door is open. Will you step out? I'm not here to lead you. I'm here to whisper what your soul has been screaming for years. You were never meant to be a slave. Now go, break the loop, reclaim your fire, and show the others the way out.